Hey everybody, it's Seb here from Excel Sports. I'm here to deliver a kind of multi-skills session for you while maybe you're at home in isolation or whatever. So, first thing we're going to do is a little warm-up. We're going to do a static warm-up. Now, static means to stay still. Obviously, if you're getting warm, you can't stay completely still, but what I do mean is we're not running around, okay? So we're going to do a body parts warm. And the body parts warm-up is going to consist of me saying a body part, and you guys at home hopefully just stood on your rug in your front room or whatever, and you're going to touch that body part. If I say head, you're going to touch your head onto the floor. Now, obviously we want to do this indoors. I'm doing it outdoors, so I might hurt my head if I say head, but if you can do it indoors, then obviously if I say head, you can put it nicely soft on the soft floor. Okay, so just going to copy exactly what I say. We're going to go quite quick. Well, we're going to start off slowly and then go quicker and quicker and quicker. So first thing I'm going to say is heads. Okay, let's hold that position, then I'm going to say elbows. Hold that position. Then I'm going to say knees. Hold that position, with both knees. Hold that position. Then I'm going to say backs. Hold that position. Tummies. Hold that position. Heads. Shoulders. Knees. Toes. Okay, there we are, nice and slow. We're going to go through one more of those. Heads, shoulders, knees, toes, bottoms, bellies, backs. And relax, well done. Okay, now we're going to do a more dynamic warm-up, which means a bit more movement to get ready to warm up. So we're going to do, it's called the bean warm-up. Let's think of types of beans. So if you can think of types of beans at home, you can add to these because I'm only going to give you a few. So the first one on the spot over all of this, first one is a runner bean. So what's a runner bean do? Well, we're going to go just nice jogging on the spot. Good. And then we're going to go to a jumping bean. And back to a runner bean. Jumping bean. String bean. Runner bean. Jumping bean. String bean. Baked bean. Runner bean. String bean. Jumping bean. Okay, so as I said, there's lots of other types of beans. French bean, if you can think of your own different movements for different types of beans. Mexican bean, all sorts of different ones. Try and think of your own good ones, that'd be really nice. Okay, next thing. So now we're going to go on to some throwing. So I've got a few props here, but you don't need to use exactly the things that I have. So we're going to use a bucket or a bag. You can use a washing bin or a washing basin or something like that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I need my envelopes. So you can use envelopes or you can use post-it notes, anything like that. I'm just going to write some numbers on these. That's number 1, 2, 3. And I'll do 1 or 2 more. I'll do an extra number 1 and an extra number 2. Okay, so we're just going to do some underarm throwing. To begin with, we're going to try and underarm throw the ball into the bag. And what I've got is I've got some numbers here, 1, 2, and 3. And just to begin with, you're going to start at 1. If you manage to make the number 1, you're going to move back to 2 and then back to 3. And then what happens is if you've got a sibling or a brother or a sister or a parent you want to play with, I've got a little game and I'm going to get out my friend to play the little game with me, okay? But just to go through the underarm throw, we place the ball in our hands and we simply lift our hand from our leg up to the middle of our body and then we release. And that was a terrible effort. Okay? If you don't make it, you stay on the same one. We go back to the drawing board. Good. If we manage to make that one, we're going to go back to the 2 and try and make it from here. Again, just hit that rim. Okay, and then after you make the 2, we go back to the 3. What we're going to do now is I'm going to call out my friend Reese. Reese is going to come and we're just going to have a little competition. So Reese, what we're going to do is you're going to pick a number. If you get it in from that number, you take the point away. And then we've only got 5 sets of numbers. Whoever gets the most will win. Cool, you can go first. 2. Go for it. Unlucky. My go. Here a while. I'm going to go from 2 as well. Boom. One of those for me. There you are, bud.
Thank you. 1.
Nice. I'm going to go for a gamble. I'm going for 3. Terrible.
I'll go 3.
Oh, really? Alright, we'll go 2. Boom.
I'll go 1.
Right, now pressure's on. Cheers. Ready? Oh, a bounce out.
Oh.
Good, how many points do you get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done.
Well done.
Alright, so there you go, that's a simple idea at the game. Next one is, we can do that overarm. So let me just, we won't do it overarm, but I'm just going to explain how to do the technique. So with an overarm throw, there's a few different ways, but the simplest way, for the most accuracy I feel, is almost like a darts throw. Okay, so you bring your ball up towards your shoulder, and then we release when it's a bit more horizontal. Okay, it's like a darts throw, think about that. You can, for a bit more power, you can pull it all the way back and follow through, but just for this sort of exercise where it's maybe a bit closer, this is a bit more accurate, okay? Next thing is to make a target. So, I've got a rope here. In fact, I'm not even going to use the rope because what I'm going to use instead is, well, it's like a little bag really. I'm just going to place that, let me move this out of the way. Place that on the floor. Again, I'm going to move some envelopes. And I'll place them here. Number 1. Where have we got 2? That's number 2. And number 3. And this time, rather than throwing the ball, what you're going to do is you're going to try and roll the ball to land on the target. Notice it's a small target, really small. Quite tricky because rolling a ball is as much about the speed that you get as it is about the accuracy of where you're going. Because if you throw it too hard, it's just going to roll off. Okay, so if you need to make yourselves a bigger target, then you can do that. And after you've got used to that, then you can make the target smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to place the ball on the floor, and using the palm, there's different ways to roll the ball, but using the palm of my hand, I'm just going to roll it backwards and forwards, and then I'm going to release. Try and get it as close to that target as I can. That was a bit of an overthrow. I'll have another go. Okay, that was a bit better. Again, my bag isn't really helping me out. It's bounced off the end. But again, if you can try and roll the ball to land it on the targets, if you're able to do that, we go back to the next one. And if you're able to do that, then we would go back to the final one. Okay? What you can do for the bucket one rather than playing on the, like I was playing with Reese over there, but rather than playing with Reese, I can do that on my own. And if I was to do it on my own, rather than using the points, I can stand at one of the spots, throw the ball in and count to a minute and see how many I can do in a minute. Write that score down, maybe wait a day, and then the next day come back and see if you can beat your score from the day before. Okay, what have we got now? Yeah, next thing is I'm going to use Reese again. Lots of you will have these at home. Squash bottles. It's not just to hold my paper down, it's a little prop for the next game. I am going to put it there. So, this game is called Knock the Tower Down. Are we going to be seen in the shop? What's going to happen is just so you can definitely see in the video, we're going to be a bit closer than you might really would be in real life. So Reese, just come and stand on that white line, and I'm going to come and stand over here. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to use one ball to throw. You can roll it, underarm, overarm, whatever you feel comfortable with, to try and knock the bottle down. Whoever knocks it down will get a point, we'll put it back up and we'll play, and it'll be like first to 5 or something. We're only just going to have a quick go, but that's what you can do at home. We take it in turns because I'm going to throw the ball. If I miss, it'll be Reese's go. If I score, it's still Reese's go, but I pick up the bottom and I get it back to him, okay? Close. If it gets nudged to you, you've got to leave it. That's the way of the game. That's terrible. Yeah, well done. So Reese has got himself a point. He'd restart, he'd pick up all my paper, and he'd put the bottle back. Okay, so that's the idea of that game. That's fine. Well done, Reese. Top man, you're too good at this today. Right, the next thing that you can do this with a parent. We're going to play a game of kick catch. So Reese, I'm going to borrow you again. You can do this with a parent. I've got a sponge ball. If you haven't got a sponge ball, you can use one of those like petrol station balls, or you could use a tennis ball, or you could use just any sort of small pair of socks, anything like that. So we're going to, I'm going to throw the ball to Reese, and I'm either going to say kick or catch. But Reese is going to do the opposite of what I'm saying. Okay? Ready? Kick. Good. Catch. Good. Kick. Kick. Catch. Good. Kick. Kick. Catch. Sorry, that was a terrible throw. Kick. Good. Okay, so you see, you get the idea. What we can do is we can turn it into a little bit of a game. We can count how many he gets right in a row, and then after he would get it wrong, he would count how many I get right in a row, and again we'll see how we go. Okay, we'll just have a little Reese's go, so we're going to count them. Ready? Kick. That's 1. Catch. That's 2. Kick. Catch. That's 4. Kick. 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 Catch. Ah, so there we go. I think he got about 7 or 8 there. Okay, I wasn't really counting, but that's the idea. Then he would give it to me, and we'd rotate. Well done. Cheers, Reese. Okay, next thing that we're going to do is wedge head. Okay, this is, you're going to do this with a partner. This is a bit of a silly game. Again, I'm going to use Reese. It's called wedge head, but wedge body is fine. So what we're going to try and do is wedge this ball in between us, and we're going to try and carry it without it dropping from a spot here. I know I'm really close, but a spot here down to maybe where that envelope is, the last one. I'm just going to move these out of the way. So, Reese, we'll do back to back first. So we'll come here, we're going to place the ball in between our backs. We're not allowed to touch each other. We just have to try and use our backs to keep the ball still. Right, ready? Let's go. If the ball drops, like that, what we do is we pick it up, we take it back to the position, and then we'll restart. Ooh, let's go. See if we can get there. Good, well done. And then you can do that with different parts of your body. You could go head to head. All right, and try and move it back. All sorts. As long as you're not touching your partner. Okay, well done. Bit of wedge head. Next thing then, let's have a little look. Okay, I need a volunteer. Dan, can I borrow you? Quick. And Reese.
Yep.
So you guys are going to do, what I'd suggest now is to get set up exactly how I'm going to get set up, and then pause the video, and then when you're ready you play the video and you play it as live, okay? So I'm going to place the ball on the floor. Again, you can use a pair of socks, you can use whatever, a toilet roll, whatever you've got. You just need to be one step away from the ball. I'm going to say a body part, you guys are going to touch that body part. So if I say heads, hands in your heads. If I say shoulders, in your shoulders. But if I say ball, you guys touch it. First one who does that gets the point. All right, make sure, Reese, you're a bit further. Give yourself, come on. No, this way, Hey. Heads, shoulders, knees, bellies, ball. What's he doing? Feet,
Yeah,
feet, not hands. Heads, shoulders, toes, heads, toes, ball. 2-0. Right, first to 3. Heads, elbows, knees, bottoms, bellies, bottoms, bellies, bottoms, bellies, heads, shoulders, knees, toes, bottoms, bellies, bottoms, ball! Oh, that's a draw. Right, well done. So we've done the football one. What we can do is we're now going to go into the ones more rugby. But what I want to make sure we don't happen is if this time we're going to grab the ball with our hands. Okay. But if we both go down and grab the ball at the same time, what's going to happen? Smash heads, okay? So, if I'm on this side, I'm just going to try and go low and in. And Dan's going to do the same thing. We're not allowed to go boom, smack heads. In you come. Heads, shoulders, knees, toes, bellies. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to say. If I don't say this word, but you touch it, you lose a point. Boom. Belly. Boom. Oh, he's got it. Well done. All right, Fav, that's it. Cheers, guys. I think. Let me just have a little look at the plan. Yeah. That's all we've got for today. Hopefully we might have a few more videos in the next couple of weeks. But I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, see you all soon. Cheers.